Our next guest was once a touring musician with absolutely no kitchen skills. But he taught himself to cook by working his way through some of Jamie Oliver's cookbooks, and the rest is history.
Love that. And his passion for food led him around the globe, where he explored, tasted, and worked with some of the world's best chefs. Now he's sharing what he's learned in a brand new cookbook. Please welcome the author of Cook with Confidence, Chef Dennis Prescott.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Dennis, I got a lot to learn because I don't know how you go from like zero to hero, but you did.
Yeah.
You did, and you said you did it with something called failing forward in the kitchen. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Honestly, I think it's just being willing to take risks. You know, I remember the first time I poached an egg, I poached 24 before I got it right.
Yeah.
End of the day, those fails are gonna still taste pretty good. You know, so I think you just get a little bit better and just be willing to learn all the time.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
great advice. All right, so this is your second cookbook, and you say this book is gonna help give cooks at home confidence. How so, my friend?
I think we're nervous in the kitchen often. Wednesday, we have friends coming on Friday. We're nervous. What are we gonna cook? Are they gonna like it? I wanted to really create a book that's an encyclopedia of deliciousness. So if you wanna cook oysters, if you wanna make salmon, if you wanna make a beautiful chicken frico, they're foolproof, they're gonna be delicious, and you can really just take the stress out and have fun.
Yeah.
Well, let's get eating, because
Yes,
you brought a lot
I
of
know.
great food. And let's start, since you're from New Brunswick, let's start with your chowder. That seems like a good spot.
Every cook in New Brunswick has their own version of a chowder. This is mine. I love chowder. It's absolutely delicious. Perfect all year round, but especially this time of the year.
That is good.
That is delicious. Okay, any tips for East Coaster, people who are not East Coasters, who've maybe never tried to make a chowder before? Where do we start? What do we do?
I think, you know, fish needs to be treated delicately.
Yeah.
Often people are a little nervous about working with fish, with seafood. It's a gentle protein. So you really just want to cook low and slow, give it the time that it needs, and buy great fish. You know, get to know your local fishmonger, ask great questions, and the dish is going to turn out. Really, it's about the best ingredients.
Well, pressure's on, because that's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next one, which is your chicken fricasse.
This is chicken frico, but that's pretty close.
The chicken frico is gonna freak us.
100%.
That's what I meant to say.
That's what I thought so.
Listen, I can tell you we're not getting freaky with the chicken frico. Chicken frico is a classic Acadian dish. It is, to me, comfort in a bowl. It's a chicken soup for the soul kind of dish. I'm not Acadian, but I grew up in an Acadian part of the province. It is so good. These dumplings are amazing. Summer savory, of course, is really the hero ingredient in this. But to me, this is just, like I say, comfort in a bowl.
It's also important when you're cooking, something that's also convenient. So is this a recipe that you can freeze and defrost for later so you can make a
100%.
batch?
That's what I do. So the dumplings I won't make. I'll make those as I'm reheating the soup, but the soup will batch cook them out. Those go in the freezer. Any kind of cold, wintry night on a Tuesday in January, you're well stocked.
Yeah.
This is delicious. I've never seen this or tasted anything like this before.
It's so unique.
Yeah, it really is. And I only recently started eating meat again, so I am certainly not confident in the kitchen. So take us through something like a chicken. Where's an easy starter point that I know is gonna be a hit?
I mean, we have all, I'm sure, hands up, we've all read a million recipes in our lives. They all say time, right? Really, you want to cook protein to temperature. That's really the thing with especially something like chicken, but a steak, if you want it to be cooked beautifully, it's all the temperature. Chicken, 165 degrees Fahrenheit, you're good to go. So to me, I think it's really about knowing the protein you're working with and just really making sure that internal temperature is on point, pulling it, resting it, and it's going to be delicious.
Got it.
Okay, another 10 out of 10. Let's move on to the third one, which is salmon. And I think everyone wants like that stellar perfect salmon recipe in their back pocket. And this one is a sriracha maple salmon.
Yeah.
Tell us about this.
You tell us
Maple is the nectar of the gods for a New Brunswicker, I'll tell you right now. I'll elf pour that on spaghetti. No problem. That combined with sriracha, obviously get a nice little bit of heat from the sriracha, the sweetness from the maple. It's beautiful, marinated in the fridge, and this is obviously made for a crowd. So you're feeding a family, you're feeding friends that are coming over. It's tailor-made for that. The salsa is great. It's a pineapple salsa. I'll often grill the pineapple in the summer.
Oh,
Maybe
nice.
grill the salmon alongside.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, light, and fresh. But of course, you can make this in an oven as well.
Yeah, and you know what? The fish is great, but that pineapple salsa
Yeah.
takes it to the next level. So how do we put that together?
Yeah, like I say, say, I mean, you can grill that pineapple off. It adds a nice little bit of char to it. If you don't have access to a grill, no problem. It's simple. Pineapple, avocado, some red onions, nice bit of lime in there, and cilantro. It's really easy to throw together, but it's just vibrant and delicious and complements fish really well.
I feel confident with cooking salmon in the oven, but still get a little jittery with the grill. You got any tips?
Honestly, the best thing that you can do is watch that temp gauge on the grill. So if you're going in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, go on the grill at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, try to maintain it.
Like an oven.
If you close the lid on the grill, it becomes an oven. Just think of it like that, and it's a game changer. You can make chocolate chip cookies on a grill if you watch your temperature.
That's right. Okay, hot tip.
Okay, we only have about 90 seconds left, but we're going to end with something called the tartiflette.
Not the easiest name to pronounce.
Non, mais je parle français.
Oh, tu parles français?
Oui, tartiflette. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what that is.
This dish, I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite dishes in the book. It's a French mountain dish. If people are skiing in the middle of winter, they come down, they're at the chalet, this is what people eat. It's effectively, it's almost a French poutine. But it's potatoes, there's a nice cheese called Red Bouchon in there.
Oh my God. I don't ski, but I'd ski just to get this.
No, skip the skiing. Let's get straight to the eating.
Yeah, that's called an après ski, and you don't even have to go on the hill to do that.
Done.
Hang out in the lodge. But this is comfort in a dish.
Is it ever? Holy smokes, Dennis, you have comforted us a great deal today, so thank you so much. Wow. Cook with Confidence is available now, and good news for our studio audience. You're all at home with the Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.